What's up, guys? It's John. And unfortunately, it is another very, very sad day in the United States. There was a school shooting in Connecticut. The report right now is that 27 people were killed, 18 of which were children at the school. It's a terrible, terrible thing to have to deal with. My heart goes out to the people involved. I mean, this is a sad, sad thing. You never want to see innocent children and innocent people getting hurt because someone is a lunatic. The number one thing that happens after an event like this is questions come up. As human beings, we have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. And after situations like this, we cannot help but just continually ask questions to try and understand exactly what happened, why it happened, and try to make sense of things. And sometimes that's not always possible. The number one thing that people are going to start attacking is, of course, the weapon he used. In this case, of course, a firearm. Now, just for example, I have two firearms sitting behind me, and neither one of them is doing a damn thing. They're not killing people. They're not hurting people. They're just sitting there being firearms, like firearms do. It is a physical impossibility for a gun to be discharged without human interaction. It just does not happen. Whether you drop the gun, whether you pull the trigger, it's just impossible. And to anyone that says, the gun is the reason he did this. No, the reason he did it is because he's a crazy asshole. You just can't blame an inanimate object for the actions of a human being. It is completely unfair to yourself and everyone around you. You make yourself look like an idiot when you blame an inanimate object. That's like me walking around and saying, you know what? That guy would have been alive if he didn't get hit by a car, and it's definitely the car's fault. Come on, that's ridiculous, and you know better. Another question that will get asked is, how does this person attain a gun? Was he crazy beforehand? Were there signs to stop this? We just don't know. A lot of these questions are unanswered, and will remain unanswered for a very, very long time. Because the coward took his own life, there will be a lot of questions for a very, very long time. Something that came to my mind is the possibility of these teachers carrying weapons. Now, I understand that this is quite far off in a lot of people's minds, but you have to wonder, could they have possibly stopped something? You also have to wonder why the doors were unlocked at the school. How did this guy get in? Who was he? How did he get into this school that easily and start firing upon people? You also have to wonder if a stronger background check would have revealed this guy being crazy. Is that a possible thing? How do we go about that? Do we dig into people's medical records? Is that an invasion of privacy? I agree that background checks should be stronger, but I don't know how to approach that. You have to wonder how far a background check will go. Where does it stop? Will you be considered mentally defective if you've been to a therapist for depression? Is that fair? The old argument of guns being illegal will make them unattainable and will stop crime always comes up in situations like this. In the coming weeks, people will be attacking your right to own a firearm, and I encourage you to stand strong. Allow them to understand just what you do with your firearms, why you have them, that you protect yourself, that you have fun with them. Educate people. It would do this nation a lot of good to have a lot more and better education about firearms. As time goes on, things will come out, the truth will come out in some aspect. We won't know everything ever. It's an impossibility. We can't know because that person, the perpetrator, took his own life. That coward took his own life. But I encourage you, both firearms enthusiasts and people that are against people like myself owning a gun, I encourage you to step back and think about the entire situation. Again, my heart goes out to anyone involved in this in any way, whether you just feel sad about it, whether you're directly involved in some manner. My heart goes out to you. It's a terrible situation. Thanks for watching, guys.